really good stuff at the end of this, but I don't think we'll get there today. I was going to ask you if you wouldn't mind looking at number Yud Bet again. The very end of it doesn't make a whole lot of sense, but I'm just trying to make sense out of it and see if I might get my mind working a little bit better here. Number 12 was, well, let me see. Okay. It's Venate Kan called the Shono of the Risaruk. This concept of Nair Batrin shining into two. So we're kind of agreeing, or most are agreeing. Hainu zer anpin v'zer v'nuk. Kolomer Abba. Okay, I'm trying to get my glasses so I can see it better on the screen. Nasen min hamilui yudvav dalad. Shehein vav and dalad kadifrishno. Really having trouble with my glasses here. Shagavar Yudata, because you already know this. Shazer hu besod vav, b'kol makom, and the nukve is a sod dalad besod dalad lamatov. Okay, that's a dalad. And we had that in a pasuk where it really meant like a braid or something. Ka'argument, so dalad roshcha ka'argument. Let me see if I can clean my glasses. Would that help? I don't know. I'm having a lot of trouble getting in here and seeing this. Argument. V'zeldafi ashenis havo min vav and dalad shenasa lechem abba. So they really are made out of those two things. So she's a dalad b'malkom and he's a vav. V'im tomer halo nukve miyucheses l'os hey b'kol makom. So we also see that the nukva really is not a dalad in most places. It's really a hey. So he said, well, when does she become a hay? She becomes an hay after she becomes a partziv. Oz ba vav besoch hadalit. So when she becomes a partziv, that is actually a metaphor for the yichud of the vav and the dalit. Avokav shehi besod and the kuda. And this is the interesting part here. When she's just a dot, because the nuk grows and changes. So after the kitrug, now this is a place where it just seems out of sequence, or exactly what he's trying to say. There's a whole lot missing here. So he says that when she's just a dot, that's when she and he, because I guess if she goes up, he goes up. She and he enter into the yesod of Eric Anpin. But that's not in the stage where she's a parts of where she's a letter hey. She's just a letter dalet here. I guess. I don't know. Because it's strange at the end, I couldn't quite figure it. V'sham na'asa b'sod tipa. So when this is the formation, I'm thinking is just my nukvit. And this is the formation of the tipa. It comes down from the place where she's just a dot. V'arek anpin pashat yado v'kabel latipa zu v'nasan oso la'aba derech mocho. So this metaphor here of standing his hand, so to speak, it doesn't say which hand. So which hand would it be? Probably the left hand. I don't know. The hand. He said his hand. V'kabel latipa, and he takes the tipa that is in his yesod. So you have to imagine that it's down, the yesod is down below, and he goes down there, he picks up the tipa, and he puts it, and he puts it into the head of Abba. Now this is a whole sequence that we're talking about from the time that the nuk is just a dot. And so he doesn't say that it goes to the yesod of Abba. He says it goes to two spheros in the Yesod of Abba, which are Netzach and Hod. Okay, Shel Abba, Yesod Shel Abba. Okay, so the two spheros in that Netzach. He miyuchesed besod dalit. Exactly what that means, how did that go together with all of this? I'm looking for more information on this Netzach and Hod Shel Yesod. And I guess it's the preparatory place to bring it into the Yesod of the Yesod. He miyucheses Dalit. So I guess at this point, she's still, you see that she started out, I don't know, as a Dalit. She's like nothing, just a little dot. Maybe that's what it means. I'm not sure. I just want to say it again because I thought maybe I get a better idea. Okay, so we got then to number base. Number base says, "V'kan v'ayin zechen is boyer v'bir al meshula deficha grua sheim nem shachen gevuras de das de ima livnois parts of a nukva ella im came meir mekodem ha'aras ha'aba." Unless first, I thought she was going to say instead of zer anpen, she was going to say something else. But the one that makes it possible for ima to build up the parts of the nukva has to begin with abba. Elohim came Meir Mekodim, and he says shine Mekodim Ha'aras Abba. Now he doesn't say the essence of Abba, just the Har of Abba. Ayadecha Knesset Chasadim V'Gevuras to Abba, because the Chasadim V'Gevuras of Abba then go into Ima. Besod Hey B'Chachma Hashem B'Chachma Yased Aretz. So did we see this previously? I didn't think so. So the Hashem, or maybe the phrase the Hashem. So again, al yedei knesses hachasadim v'gevuras to Abba besod hey b'chachmas yisad aretz, which is Hashem b'chachmas yasad aretz. Abba yasad barta. That's all the process of it is that it has to go through the female side, which is Ima, but it's really the juice, let's say so to speak, that's coming from Abba. Reba ha'aros sham, there's more in there. Shaku v'chavitzad the boyer Indian al pi divrei Harizal hanal differently. I guess. Amnam lashon betrin bir agrua. So what's shot in the idea of trin of two? The fi darko hadahaino chasadim megavuros. That's what he wants to say. Keep that idea straight. Shehem shnei ha'aros, which are the two shiners. Let's say the shiners, the lights, the lamps. Canal. V'amba betrin, and he says the two, the mashper shehem shnaim nifrodim, which mentions that they're separate. Ki atem is partim agavuros min chasadim the shnaim. So now what you see is that this language again. Now mispartim separate hagavuros min chasadim. They separate from each other, and they become two. V'cholchli v'nos a nukva ayin sham, and they go to build the nukva. And there's a lot missing in that piece. For me to really understand it well, what is the sequence by which the Chasadim and the Gevuras become separated? Does that mean that at one time they were together, they were just Das, and then they become more defined? I'm not sure what he meant there. Let's go on number Gimel. Number Gimel says, Rei Bir Yakar. So look at the Bir Yakar.
It's the Or Yakar.
I'm sorry. Yeah, I'm telling you, really have a lot of trouble. I mean, my glasses are dirty. I can't really see well here today.
Yeah, but it's the same thing. You know, that little line, that's a quotation mark, not a yud. You're looking at the line there.
Okay, just a second. Let me get my glasses cleaned up a little bit. See if it helps. Okay, where are we now?
Reba Or Yakar.
Number Gimel. Reba Or Yakar, he says Sham, Shabir Khan Bebes Afonim, he says this in two different ways. Bir Rishon, she Yisod the Zer Anpin on Nikra Yud. Okay, now he says that the Yisod Zer Anpin is called the Yud Vav Daled. So it's a Yud with, in other words, it's the Tipa with all the rest in it. Nair Meir, that it shines, but Malchus Mekoyach Ha'aras Abba Ve'ima HaNikroim Trin. So this is a different Mahalach. So he says that you see this because Abba and Ima are called the two. That's the reason why the shining is taking place. So beer base, that's the first. The second one, Chachma, Abba, which is also Abba, Shuhu Yud, the Yud, Nair Meir Bishar Zer Venukve. So he said they shine into Zeranpin in the Nuk, Hanimsayim Besocha, which are found inside of him, Besod Milui Vav Daled, they're part of the Yud. So the Yud is shining. The Yud is shining on the Vav and the Daled, Shal Os Yud Vav Daled. Obey Shrashim Elu Nekwaim Trin. So these two roots that we're talking about, what? The two explanations? What? Are called two. Zel Shono Sham Bifirushu Harishon Nahir Yud Betrin, where we see the shining of the Yud into the Trin, after the Farish al Yud Shal Yisod the Haino Os Habris. And there's a note on this. Ba'amar Shemeir Milamala, there's a shining that takes place from up above, Mina Chachma Bebina. It could be the Trin. V'hainu Omra Rabbanahir Yud, that is to say that Yud shall Yisod Betrin, the Yud of the Yisod of what? Signs into the Trin, the Abba Ve'ima Eloyin. So he said must be the Yisod of Eric Anpin. I don't know if it's missing there, that word, I don't know, but what Yud could be of the Yisod could be shining into Abba Ve'ima Eloyin. Mispasha de Meir and Mispashdosh Sheish Kitzvos the Zer Anpin, and it shines, it illuminates as it spreads into Zah, the 6 Kitzvos the Zer Anpin, V'hainu Omrim Omro V'nahir, that it shines. V'hainu Soda Pasuk V'nahir Menaher Lushan flowing is Pashtos Yisod Hamolech b'malchus, hamolid b'malchus. This is the spread of the Yisod, hamolid, which gives birth into malchus. V'yatza ma'adin, so that's the Yisod that goes into malchus. V'yatza ha'me'edin me'chochma, so if it comes from there, b'mechoch edim is also chochma. V'mesham min ha'chochma nimshach b'meir b'bina, behind the betrin, that's the 2. V'achakach lahashkos as hagan shehi hamalchus, then ultimately flow into malchus. Okay, so a little press for time. We'll look at this one again because I think there's a lot there. Okay, Kol Tov.